Hey guys! So today's video is going to be all about my ears, just because I get questions about them kind of frequently, and I figured it'd just be easier to direct people to this video instead of always saying the same thing over and over again. First off, I started stretching my ears when I was about 13 or 14. I did it slowly, which is the way you should do it, because if you go too fast, you'll get tears. You'll get blowouts and such, and then you won't be able to shrink your ears if you decide to do so. I got all the way up to a size 1.5 inches, which I believe is 38 millimeters. This is how big I was. I do have some videos with my ears this size, and I took them out in September, I want to say September or October. It is now March, and my ears have shrunk down to 5/8. It is possible to shrink your ears after going very large, but they're not going to go all the way back to a normal piercing. So these are what I'm at now. So I am going to show you some of my jewelry. I'm going to start with the bigger plugs. These are acrylic, they're white. I don't like putting acrylic in my ears. It's not the most sanitary thing just because of the way it's made. There could be tiny little marks on the inside that you can't see that collects bacteria. So these are gold tunnels, also 1.5 inches. And the wearable length is like really tiny, which I like because they're more comfortable if I were to sleep or something. I also have a pair of silver tunnels, but the wearable length is quite large. If you compare the two, it's almost half the size, so these are more comfortable. Now to the 1-inch plugs. Oh my god! Okay, moving on to the 1-inch plugs. I did sell a lot of my plugs. These are the ones that I still have. These are my 1-inch steel tunnels. Let's compare them to the 1.5 inch. Okay, next I have these. These are crocodile wood. They are 3/4. I do like wood because my ears don't get cold. You know, when the metal is cold, my ears get really cold. So I like wood in winter the most. I have these obnoxious not crystal, they're supposed to look like, crystal, stone, rock, whatever. These are 3/4. I got these for free at Spencer's. I have a pair of red and a pair of white rose plugs. So the body of them are steel, and the plugs, the roses themselves, are made of acrylic, I believe, or clay. I'm not positive. I got these from Etsy. I have a pair of black tunnels. These were my favorite. These are my favorite. They are 3/4. They have gems all around. So they were super sparkly, and I just love these. I have a pair of plain steel tunnels and 3/4, and a pair of rose gold tunnels and 3/4. I'm allergic to the rose gold ones though. Okay, now moving on to the size I'm currently at. I have a bunch actually. These are kind of like the last ones, only instead of gems, they are opal. And on top they have like an overlay, kind of, I guess, holding the opal in, but the overlay is kind of different colors. So it does make the opal look like some of the opal's pink opal, some's white opal. These are 5/8. Next I have these, which are obnoxious, I know, but I like them. They are just giant gems. My nose is so runny. Okay, now I also have what I showed before. These are white acrylic 5/8. I do get acrylic because they're so light, and especially when I'm downsizing my ears, I don't want to put something heavy in because then it's less likely to shrink because it's being weighed down. So I also have these. They are teardrop ovalites. They're very pretty. Put this one in to show you. So it's just a little different from the norm. I know there are some teardrop shapes that are like very angular and like the top part is very pointy. I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. But these are nice. I have my final pair. It's a pair of wood plugs. The body is black wood. I'm not sure what type of wood it is actually, but it's black. And then the top is a flower. I got these on Amazon. Show you what these ones look like. So that's what they look like in my ears. Since I'm here and making a video about my ears, I figured I would kind of explain how I downsize my ears in case you are wanting to do the same. It's kind of the same as if you would upsize your ears. You want to moisturize them every night and massage them every night. I used to use jojoba oil, but I ran out, so now I'm using bio oil. You could use moisturizer if you want. I like oils because I feel like they penetrate deeper into my lobes. So I just moisturize them a lot and massage them a lot. You want to massage the top of the ear too, just so that blood gets to the ear in general, because when you're just massaging the lobe, it doesn't really do much. You want to like go around and then get down to the lobe. I do that, and I usually wait. I won't wear plugs at all. When I went from 1.5 inches to 3/4, it didn't take long at all. It took like a month or two. But going from 3/4 to 5/8 feels like it's taking a little longer, so I didn't wear plugs at all. Which is why I don't have plugs in most of my videos, because I want to wear my obnoxious heavy ones, the like giant gem ones, but they're very, very heavy, and I know like this lobe is a little bit bigger than this one, so when I put it in this one there will be a little bit of a space, and I would just be worried about it falling out all day long. So some people have X where I work. I'd rather not say. I just work at a normal retail store that's across the United States. I don't really get a lot of like, I don't really get rude comments or anything. I know I don't wear plugs to work only because I'm downsizing. They don't care. I can have tattoos or whatever. It's fine. Some customers are rude in a different way. Like one time I was at the cash register. Usually I'm not at the register, but anyway, some guy right before he was leaving, after I checked him out, he was like, "I don't mean to be rude, but are you shrinking your ears? Is that why you don't have anything in?" And I was like, "Yeah, just a little bit." And he went and touched my earlobe, and I was like you don't touch people's ears if you don't know them. Kind of like you don't touch someone's belly when they're pregnant. It's just so rude. Like, who gave you permission to touch my body? Nobody. Also, with my septum, around Christmas time, some older some older guy was waiting for his wife. She was using the bathroom in the back of the store, and I was just being nice and helping him, and he was being flirty like a lot of old guys are, and he was like, you know, I'd kiss you on the cheek, but you have this, and he pulled down on my septum, and I was like, what is happening? Like, he's old, and I don't want to use that as an excuse for his behavior, but like, what on earth? What? No, you don't do that. Anyway, since I'm on the topic of my septum, let's just make this whole video about all of my body jewelry. My septum is stretched to a 12 gauge. I don't have any more 12 gauge jewelry just because I lost it or it fell out. But I do have this. This is a retainer. This is a 14 gauge. I don't even know if you could see that. This I wear when I don't want my jewelry to be showing. I put this in and then flip it back, and it's like I don't have my septum pierced. Now I have this. This is from Honeycomb Organics. It's handmade. It has like 3 loops, kind of, all close together. This was really expensive, and I'm mad that I ever bought it because it doesn't look good on my nose. So if you want it, you know, just message me because I feel badly not wearing it, but it looks so bad on me. Next, I have all these tiny little baby rings that are like, probably like 18 gauge or like 20 gauge. These are for nose rings or whatever you want. They're sterling silver from Claire's, and I wear these sometimes. I got them when I had both of my nostrils pierced, and I got them for that, but then I stopped. I took my nose rings out and just put them in my septum. Okay, next I have this guy. He is from Amazon. You can get him on Etsy too. A lot of people have stuff like this. It's a clicker. It didn't say the dimensions of how far it is up here, because it's a little too big. Like, I don't know. I feel like it hangs a little too low for me, so I don't wear it. That's a 16 gauge. Then I have this. This is from Acrylic UK. I got it on Etsy. Has an opal stone in the middle. I like this one a lot. I do wish the balls on the side went up further, so that when I have it in my nose you don't see the stop. It's a silly reason, but this one I was so excited to receive, and I'm really upset about it because the diameter is way too big for my face. It didn't say it on the website, and I should have just gone somewhere where they had it listed, but I was being impulsive. Anyway, it has 5 opal stones, and it's so beautiful, but it's just too big for my face, and that's upsetting. It's also a clicker. And another clicker. This one I wore a lot in old videos, because this one is like right up against my nose. I have 2 gold captive hoops, like this one. I have this. This is a tiny little dainty clicker. I really like this one. It's just a pain to open and close, but I mean, that's a good problem. And lastly, is that even a word? I feel like it's not, but I always say it. This is also from Acrylic UK. Just to mention, like, if you do order from them, their pictures make it look like they're shiny and like metal. They are metal, but they just feel they feel very cheap to me, so I probably won't be ordering from them again. Okay, I think that's it for all of my septum jewelry. Yes. Other piercings. This scar right here, I'm not sure if you can see in the lighting, but this is from a microdermal. I had it for a few months and it did not go well. I also had my nipples pierced. I had them pierced for over a year. One of them was like starting to migrate, so I took it out, and then I felt weird having the other one in, so I just took it out. So yeah, right now it's just my ears and my nose. I want to get my tragus pierced and also my conch, but that costs money, and I kind of don't feel like it's worth that much money, because it's like $60 to get one of them done, and I'm like, it's a lot of money. So I don't know, I'm kind of very cheap. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm getting my hair fixed on Friday, just because, I don't know, I want to get a cut and just more platinum, so I'm gonna do that yet. Yep, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.